welcome to ADVarsItySports.com and our football game of the week preview. I'm Jimmy Graben. Two new eras are set to begin right here on Friday night at Dean Miller Stadium in Lindhurst. On one side, it's the Lindhurst Blazers, led by first-year head coach Jason Neiber. He'll be taking on Wheatland and their first-year head coach Neil Stinson. It's the season-opening game for both programs, so let's go down the practice field and talk to both the coaches. Okay, we're here at Wheatland High School. I'm Jimmy Graben alongside head coach Neil Stinson. And Neil, first thing I want to ask you is, how excited are you to get this team finally on the sidelines? I know you guys have been practicing a lot. How much are you guys itching just to finally get out and play a game?
Well, we're really antsy and to hit somebody else other than ourselves. I got the job kind of late in the spring, and so we feel like we're a little bit behind, but at the same time, we've worked really hard this summer. We have a ton of kids that dedicated at least 4 days a week. We went to a camp. We just got a core group of guys that have done above and beyond, what we expected, and they're anxious to get on the field and, see it start to pay off.
First game of the season, what are you looking from these guys to see? What are some of the things you're going to be looking at in the first game of the season from your players on either side of the ball?
Well, we've kind of talked about it. It's really about taking care of ourselves, and I don't mean any disrespect to Lindhurst, but it is. We need to eliminate negative plays, we call them, and those are plays that we just miss blocking assignments or put the ball on the ground, incomplete passes when we've got guys wide open. We want to make sure that we're doing positive plays and that we're moving the ball down the field. That's really what I'm concerned about. We have quick strike potential. There's no doubt about it. But in the big ball games that we're going to have to play in this year, quick strike potential doesn't necessarily win the ball game. You have to be able to move the football effectively. And defensively, I'm excited. I think we have a good, solid group on defense. I want to see how much passion they play with. That's kind of a big key for us, is where our effort level's at. So that's really what we're going to be keen on.
Okay, so that's what's going on with Coach Neil Stinson and the Pirates. Let's go down to Lindhurst and get to know the Blazers a little bit. We're here at Dean Miller Stadium in Lindhurst. I'm alongside Lindhurst coach Jason Neiber. And Jason, first thing I want to ask you is, how excited is this Lindhurst team to get out here for the season opener here in Lindhurst?
Well, I'd say they're really excited. We've spent 2 days, and we spent the long hot summer, knocking heads against each other and getting after it. We didn't have a scrimmage this year, and these guys are really ready to see some live action. And I know from talking to them, over the last couple of days, they're chomping at the bit and they're really ready to go.
What do you expect, this Friday against Wheatland? The Pirates come in, they have a new coach with Neil Stinson. So what do you expect from this matchup with the Pirates?
I expect it to be very competitive. I coached against Coach Stinson when he was at Marysville. I was the defensive coordinator 2001, 2002 when he was at Marysville. And, Coach Stinson is an outstanding coach, and he's got very good coaches around him, and Wheatland is a storied program. It's known for being very successful. But you know what? We're building something here, and the guys that we have out here right now, I fully expect to come. Their game faces on, and they're ready to go and get after it Friday night. So it's going to be a war. I fully expect that.
As a coach, what do you look for in the first game of the season from your players?
Really the first game of the season, we're really looking to execute. We implement a plan. And can the kids go out and execute the plan? And, if, we go back and we take a look at tape. If we're not doing that, we go back and we say as coaches, how can we get better? We go to the players and say, here's where you need to get better. And so really taking a look at the Wheatland game, what do we expect? We expect to win. But, that very first game, we're going to take a look at it. And either way, and just say, how do we get better so we're ready to go against Live Oak next week?
All right. Well, that's Jason Neiber. I'm Jimmy Graben with the Appeal Democrat. Be right here on Friday night at 7:30 when Lindhurst takes on Wheatland in the season opener for both teams. We'll see you on Friday.